How you doing?
It's cozy.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Now, we've had two other of your friends from the program. I think Heidi, right, was here last time?
Love of my life.
Yeah,
yes.
And who was here? Who was the first one? Remember the other? What's the other
What's her
woman's
name? What's her name? She's on our show.
Right.
What's her name?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I always forget. No, I just remember Heidi. I love Heidi.
Who am I thinking of? Lauren. That's what I'm thinking of, Lauren.
LC.
Yeah.
I always forget about her.
Now, now on the show, you're a dope. Are you really in real life? Because it seems like you're the one causing a lot of the trouble. Am I right about that? Is that perception accurate?
Yes, it is.
And how did you join the show? How did that begin?
Well, it was about 3 years ago. I was watching TV, flicking through the channels, and I come onto the hills, and I was like, yeah, this show's good. A little boring, a little quiet. But they were going to all the spots that my best friend Brody and I were going to. I was
Brody
like,
Jenner.
Correct. He's
His
a dope
father
also.
is the decathlon champion Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
Right.
That's right. So we were watching. Yeah. Shout out to Bruce. So we're watching the show, and we're just like, we need to go get on this show and stir it up, make this a little more entertaining.
Now, how do you do that? Because I'm sure you're not the first person to whom that has occurred. I'd like to be on that show. So how do you actually make that happen? Now, how'd you get on this show, for a matter of fact?
I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure that out. Still trying to figure that out.
No. So you and your buddy Brody, how do you get on the show?
We went about it trying to get a lovely lady to date on the show. And,
Really?
Yeah, it worked out, and I ended up falling in love with Heidi. That wasn't the game plan,
Well,
but
she's beautiful, though. Now I understand the engagement. The engagement is off. Is that correct?
actually, she's ready to say yes.
She's ready to say yes. Yeah. Now, have you asked her to marry you again?
I got to get a ring that's like that big, so
Yeah. And
it's gonna be a while. I got to go to South Africa and mine it myself.
There you go. And what do you do exactly? You're like an entrepreneur. Is that what you do?
I live and breathe, I would say, pop culture and the entertainment business. I currently am in a partnership with the next Jay-Z. He's 12 years old.
Wow.
And he's better than Jay-Z at 12, so imagine him at 20. And then,
so you're his manager, you're his mentor?
I'm his partner.
Partner.
My artists, I don't try to manage their careers. We're a team. I also have the future Michael Jackson, Dewan. He's 23.
Dewan?
You'll be reading about him soon.
Yeah. And are you able to make a living doing this? Let's say if you weren't on the show. You know, I'm serious. I'm interested to know if is there cash flow involved?
Oh, there's cash. There's cash.
Yeah.
It's long term, you know.
Yeah.
So
you're a show business visionary then?
I try to be.
Yeah.
Try to be.
Now, tell us on the show who's getting along, who's not getting along, because Lauren and Heidi don't get along. Is that correct?
Oh no, they're best friends actually. They get along great now.
You know, is that true? I don't know.
No, it's not at all.
Yeah.
But no, now we pretty much stay away from Lauren, and I guess now on the show, her and Audrina. She doesn't like Audrina now because she needs a new person not to like, and poor sweet Audrina is that person.
Now, is this a real thing, or is it just all?
Oh, it's real. It's sadly it's real.
Yeah. But the shows are outlined, aren't they? But if not scripted fully.
No, absolutely not. It's completely reality.
Really?
Yeah.
And what does Brody do? What is his deal, Brody?
Brody travels around, goes to nightclubs.
Right.
And,
Now I understand you get fees to actually go to a nightclub. Like if somebody wanted you to go to a nightclub, they would pay you, right?
minimum 100,000.
For a second there, I thought you said 100,000.
I did.
No, seriously, what are they talking?
Seriously, I won't go to a club now for less than 100,000.
You know, neither will I. Neither will I. Why?
You're not.
Why not?
Nobody has given you. Nobody has given you 100,000 to leave the house. Really?
You'd be shocked.
I am shocked.
You'd be shocked.
Now here's what wouldn't shock me.
What?
2 beers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Heidi is in the green room, I understand. Heidi. Hi, Heidi. How are you?
Hi, how
do
are
you think
you?
it's going so far?
I think really well. Spencer's the man.
For what?
You're fine.
Well, I wish you were out here instead of Spencer, but
No.
is this nonsense about $100,000 true?
I thought he was lowballing it.
Oh, stop it. For what does he bring a pony and kids have their pictures taken on it?
I think you got to step your game up, David Letterman.
Okay, well, God bless you. Hey,
God bless you.
Heidi.
Yo.
Heidi.
Hey. Over and out.
Nice meeting you. I know you got to run.
Beyond a pleasure.
We'll be back with Nick Griffin.